Teaching Tuesday. Teaching Tuesday. Teaching Tuesday. Clarity, strategy, growth. Harmony's divine design.
Hello, and welcome everyone to Teaching Tuesday. I am super excited for you all to be joining me today. Today, I am going to be discussing a really fun topic, and that is how you can create lead magnets using one of your favorite GPTs. So, I'm going to ask our lovely people here, who here has a hard time creating a lead magnet?
Me.
I'll admit me. I'm
I
embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to say, but yeah, me.
Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. That's exactly why we're here today. So I know when a lot of people hear the word lead magnet, it can kind of get a little unnerving because we don't necessarily know how to do one, what it should look like, um, or how to operate it. So today I am actually going to be using one of our GPTs, the Sip and Style GPT, and I'm going to walk you guys through exactly how you can use your GPTs that you have, or even that you've created, to do a lead magnet. So give me 1 second and I will share my screen with you guys. Let me go ahead and post that and we can get started. So, all righty. So let me know if you can see my screen okay.
Yep.
All
See
right.
it.
Perfect. All righty. So like I said, today we are going to be using our Sip and Style Chic Woman and Cocktail Creations GPT. Now, this is an art GPT, and I want to let you guys know that even with the method that I'm going to be showing today, you can use this whether it's for an art GPT, predominantly text GPT. So I know some people in our audience today create inspirational type of GPTs and motivational things, so it's more word-based. But don't let that stop you from using it as the tool that it actually is. So let's go ahead and dive in. So the first thing that I'm going to do for this GPT is I'm going to ask it, who exactly is my target audience? So per this GPT, please tell me who my target audience is. So one thing is when you know who you're talking to, or who you want to gear your message to, it's a little bit easier for you to create content around it. So, per this particular GPT, it noted stylish and sophisticated women, cocktail and mocktail enthusiasts, as this also provides recipes for you, art and design lovers, African American women and supporters of representation, luxury and lifestyle consumers, as well as Etsy and small business supporters. Okay. So let's say I would like to talk to number 5, which is luxury and lifestyle consumers. So I would like to talk to people number 5. So now I'm letting the GPT know, okay, you gave me this information. Now these are the individuals that I want to talk to. So it says that's a great choice. The luxury and lifestyle consumers group values high-end aesthetics, curated experiences, and an elevated sense of style. To connect with them effectively, consider these key points. So the first is how to speak to them. So use elegant and aspirational language, words like sophisticated, timeless, exclusive, bespoke, curated, elevated. These are key terms that this particular group of individuals look for, they may utilize on a frequent basis. Okay. Connect style with experience. So luxury isn't just about what you drink, it's about where, how, and with whom. So create a full experience, showcase exclusivity and artistry. So high-end consumers appreciate craftsmanship, highlight handcrafted cocktails, rare ingredients, and artistic presentation. Also tie in travel and culture, as well as visuals for everything. So people within this audience, they like to look for the aesthetic, the appeal, something that literally just looks like luxury. So now what I'm going to ask this to do is to please provide me with lead magnet ideas to help showcase. So one thing that I love about GPTs is that even though we may create them to do one predominant thing, such as create art or text or research, there's actually so much more that these GPTs can do because they are literally a business in a box. So let's look at some of the ideas that it offered for a lead magnet. So the first one, exclusive digital cocktail and style guide. So this could be a free digital download. It gives you the title, so Sip and Style, the ultimate guide to luxury cocktails and fashion pairings. What you can provide inside of it is 5 exclusive cocktail and mocktail recipes, outfit and ambiance pairings for each drink, high quality watercolor art of each look, and a VIP shopping list for luxurious ingredients, which is really great. When you put this all together, you can put it in as a free PDF and promote it with one of the beautiful images that your art GPT actually renders. Okay. Another freebie option another lead magnet, I should say, is a personalized signature and cocktail style quiz. So how it works, users answer a few lifestyle and aesthetic questions. They get a custom cocktail recipe and outfit suggestion. Also has the option to download a mini PDF with their results. All right. Another is a cocktail and couture wallpaper set. So this would be 3 to 5 high resolution digital wallpapers featuring chic African American women with elegant cocktails. It gives you themes as well as what you can optimize it for. So for phones, tablets, desktops, any type of mobile device that people would love to make their own. All right. Next, it is the VIP Luxury Sips and Style. And this is a 5-day experience. So it breaks it down. Say, for instance, if you want your lead magnet to be to go out to your subscribers, or if you want to showcase this on your social media platforms and you're looking for a way to generate content, well, each day you can highlight one of these. So the day one is exclusive cocktail recipes and chic outfit pairing, followed by luxury entertaining tips for hosting, signature drink and fragrance pairing, which is really cool, and how to build a high-end home bar. And then lastly, it would be your bonus digital art gift. So that could be something that you have definitely tied in all the days into one great package. And that could be a lead magnet as well. Lastly, it's recipe cards. So create 5 beautifully designed recipe cards in a PDF format, each drink paired with a fashion forward watercolor illustration or in a bonus cocktail hosting section. So out of these, I'm going to go ahead and say, let's go ahead and create number 3. All right, so it provides us with wallpaper concepts and descriptions. So the first, a Parisian rooftop elegance. Second, a tropical resort bliss. 3, vintage speakeasy glam. 4, modern city lounge chic. And 5, cozy winter luxe. So I'm going to go ahead and ask our audience, out of the options, which one would you like us to work on? You can go ahead and drop a number in the chat. All right, so I see a 3. So let's go ahead and do. Yeah. All right, so let's do number 3. Chris, you have your hand up?
Yeah, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do this? And I already probably know the answer, but I just want to double check. You can do this with any GPT, correct?
This is with any GPT that you have.
Okay,
So
good.
I can also, once I'm done this one, I'll show you a GPT that's predominantly text, and you can do this as well. All right, so Dolly is currently experiencing high demand, of course. So I wasn't able to generate the image. However, we can still move forward. Would you like me to try again? Create a detailed written aesthetic breakdown for a designer, or start working on the next wallpaper concept. So let's say try again, see if it goes through. If not, I have a workaround for it to do. So let's go ahead and see if this renders this time. Ooh, okay. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
He was worth the wait.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. So with this particular image, what I will do now is I'll go ahead and copy it. And I am going to open up Canva. So let me get that open. Right. Okay. So let's see if it has phone wallpaper as a template, which it should. All right, let's see. So we'll go ahead and create a blank. All right. And let me grab the image. Just going to copy and paste it here. And I'm going to go ahead and set the image as background. So now we already have a picture that someone could use as their phone's background or wallpaper, right? Another great little technique that you can use. So say for instance, you have the art, but you don't necessarily know exactly where to put your font at, how to work. So I'm actually going to ask Chatty to help me design the text to put on top of this. So with the text, format, and appeal. All right. That's not what I wanted. For the picture, tell me how to advertise it and what fonts would look best with. All right, so this is telling me how to advertise my wallpaper, the best platforms I can use it on, and then it's going to give me the types of fonts that I can use on top of it. So it says header, Lux Digital Wallpaper, subtext, a touch of elegance, and then also put a call to action. Now it also provides me an idea on how to visually advertise it. So mock-up and branding. Show the wallpaper on a luxury iPhone or Mac screen for customers to visualize it. Overlay a gold Art Deco frame. So really to zhuzh it up. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to design using these recommendations, okay? So let me go ahead and get out of there. So first, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this. And then I am going to select one of the font ideas that it put here. So I'll do Parisian. So I'm going to go back over into Canva. I'm going to add text. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and paste that in. And I'm going to select the font that is suggested. So if you want to do nice and fancy, let me take this. Say I want to put this here. Take and center. I am going to do effects because I want you to be able to actually see it. So I'm going to put an outline on it. You can go ahead and change the color. So if you want to do a red for it to stand out, any color that you think would pop. See?
If you put an element behind it, a black element, and
Mm-hmm.
transparent, it'll pop even more.
Yep, you're absolutely right. So let's go ahead and put one of the elements. So I did the square element. I'm going to change the color of that really quick. Reposition, put it behind here. Okay. And I'm just curious, for those that are in attendance, how many of you actually may have a Beacon store? If you do, can you go ahead and put on one in the chat? Let me just get an idea. All right, so here we have Lux Digital Wallpaper. I'm going to highlight both of those elements and group it. And the reason I group it is because now I can move it around. They have merged together so I can move them around the way that I want. So let's zoom out, see how she looks. So that's how she's looking so far. Now I'm going to go back over into Chatty and I'm going to grab the subheading. All right. And then I'm going to Control C, Control V, bring that down here, delete that out. I will be changing the font for this. So let's go back to the font recommendations. So one is Playfair. So I will Control A. And now we have a touch of glam, a touch of 1920s glam. Okay, so of course we can make it bigger if you want. And then the font itself, we can make that a little bit smaller. Okay. And then we can put underneath here, digital download. Okay. Center that.
make that more transparent so you can't, or you're losing the dress.
I surely can. All right, and I was just checking the chat really quick. All right, so we do have a few people that have some beacons in here. Awesome. All right, so, oops, I don't want to transparent the font. Let me ungroup for a second. Grab the element. And then we can take that transparency down just a little bit so it's faint. All right. So now a touch of 1920s glam, digital download, and then I can go ahead and group it again. So now, just that quickly, we have the front to our digital download. So the next part is we're going to paste that image again. So let me copy the background. I'm going to go ahead and paste it. And there goes the actual download that they can use. Now, say for instance, you want to give them a little bit more than just one picture. Go back into your GPT. Let's create a series of 3. One by one. Okay. All right. So let's render the images. Any questions so far? So here goes another. So I'll go ahead, grab her. All right. Now we'll go ahead, paste her in.
Mom,
Okay.
almost ready.
And then let's see what other images it rendered. So I'm just going to hit continue. All right, so let's keep with the 1920s theme. All right, render. Okay, here. Oh, she's pretty. Okay, so we'll go ahead, put her in. Set image as background. Let's go ahead and see what else. I'm gonna just go ahead and type next. Oh, she's sharp. All right, so now we have, I believe it is about 3 or 4 images. So let's see. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we can amend this. So that way the customer or the potential lead knows exactly what they're getting. So at first we said a touch of 1920s glam. We could put here set of 4. uh, phone wallpapers. Okay. So you have your front page, a touch of, you let them know exactly what it is that they're getting. So I can actually make this a little bit smaller. Here we go. And they know it's a digital download. Of course, you want to make sure that you put your logo on there. And so let's go ahead and grab mine. We're going to take this, make it a little bit smaller so it can fit. We could put that right there. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead round the corners a little bit so it doesn't look so boxy. All right. So now we actually have all 4 images. Okay. So now I'm going to export these, well, download them as PNGs because they're going to be digital wallpapers. So I'm going to go ahead and click download. And then I'm going to go over into beacons and I'll show you guys exactly how to set up a lead magnet in beacons. Okay. All right. So here we are over in beacons. We're going to select new product, a digital product. And now we have our blank space. So here we can do free 1920s glam mobile wallpapers. Okay, it doesn't have to be anything super crazy. For your pricing, this is going to be make product free. So, and it even tells you here in Beacons, it's going to turn it into a lead magnet. So what happens is when people see this and they're like, oh, I want to grab it, they're going to basically exchange their email address for the product. Okay. And so you want to make sure you mark it as free. Alrighty. So next is product image. So I'm going to go back to our wallpaper. I am going to resize just the first page. Or I could resize them all. I don't think I'll resize them all. For custom size, 500 by 500 pixels. That I do that size because it displays well on the Beacon site. All right, so I'm going to do copy and resize because I still want to keep our original, our original format.
Real quick, Michelle, you have a question in the chat from Nikki, just letting you know, hun.
Okay, thank you. Let me check. All right, so is there a reason that you did not download as transparent? I'm trying to understand download options, PNGs and PDFs. So the reason that I didn't do it as transparent is because I want them to have the full picture. So I want them to have the picture just as it is on my screen. Because they're not really going to be doing any editing to it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and download. For this one right this second, I'm just going to go ahead and download the first page. All right. Alrighty, so that is downloaded. So I'm going to go back into Beacons, add image, upload an image. All right. So I'm going to grab her. And now we have our comfort image. So Zoom is in my way. There we go. So you can take this one out. Now, in regards, so I'm gonna go back to Canva. Now for these, I won't put her back up, but say I want to display the rest of them. I'm going to go ahead and just put our watermark, which is simply our logo, over top of the images. And I'm going to add do the transparency. So here, I'm going to bring that transparency down because I don't want it to completely overtake the picture, but I want you to see it on there. So I'm going to copy that and paste it on the other images as well. Okay. And then I am going to export 3 to 5. Go ahead and select download. And when you export a group, as you see, they download in zip files. Okay. So I'm going to go into my downloads. And the 500 by 500 that we're working on right this second, I'm going to go ahead and extract that. Okay. So let's go back over to beacons and we're going to add these images. So with beacons, you do have to upload the images one by one, which is fine. So I'm going to do that, hit accept. Get the remaining images. Hit accept for that. And then I'm going to add the final one. Right. All right, so now I'm going to take this because this is our cover page, so I'm just going to drag it back to the front. Now for the description, I'm actually going to go ahead and go back into Chatty and ask it to please provide a sales description for this freebie. Mobile paper type today. A set of 4 images. So if you don't know the words that you want to actually type with it, you can literally ask the GPT that you're working in to help you out. All right, so step into the golden age of glamour, indulge in the elegance and opulence of the roaring 20s with this exclusive 4-piece mobile wallpaper set designed for those who appreciate vintage luxury. Each high-resolution watercolor illustration captures style, sophistication, and indulgence of 1920s. It lets you know exactly what's inside and also the wallpaper collection.
Now you have 2 questions. Nikki says, why not a JPEG? And Raven asks, what size are the wallpapers in Canva?
Okay, so for Nikki, I just personally prefer a PNG. I don't really work with the JPEG that much for my my downloads. Oh, excuse me, I think I need to eat some. Tummy rumbling. So there, for me, there's no particular rhyme or reason. It was just my personal preference. And as for Raven, when it comes to the sizes and wallpapers in Canva, I actually just typed in phone wallpaper and it already provided me the template, but I'll double check the size for you in a second. Okay, so Chris.
Okay, so you're doing these wallpapers, and of course, I understand the fact that you're doing this for a lead magnet, and I understand that. But you can also do this. You can also sell these, right?
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's what I was thinking because I'm like, this is a good way to sell things as well. So,
Mm-hmm. So
okay.
this is a good way for you guys to release your art, right? So say for instance, if you went ahead and you were in Midjourney or you were in Chatty or whichever AI generator you want to be in, and you just did a random series and you're not necessarily sure what you want to do with those images. Well, here goes a quick and easy way. Either you can do this as a lead magnet, or as Chris said, you can sell it as an actual product. And so really and truly the choice is it's yours on how you would like to move with those pictures. Okay. All right. Oh, Miss Clarette. I love Miss Clarette. All right, so I can help with the JPEG image. After a period of time, JPEG will lose quality with saving and resaving. You will not lose the quality with PNG. Thank you, Miss Clarette. I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I think it has to do something with the pixels.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we have our description, right? So now that is good to go. Now we actually have to put the product itself in. Okay. So let's go back to the downloads and then to the folder that actually has it. And you could actually upload a zip file folder if you wanted to. I'm just going to go ahead and make it easy for people and just literally do the files. So that way they can download them one at a time. So I'll go ahead, extract all. Okay. Now I will upload them. So when the person receives it, they will get the images. So let's go here. So 2, 3, let's do number 4. And number 5. All right. So now our products are uploaded on our beacon as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and click next. So it's going to ask you, do you want to list your product? I'm going to say yes. I click the store, scroll down, and I'm going to go ahead and say list product. All right. So let's go ahead and view exactly what that looks like on the page. So let me open up my beacons. And here you have your freebie. So when you go ahead and click on it, or when the person goes ahead and click on it, this is what they're going to see. Okay. So there goes our images that we put in. So they know what images they're getting. Our description is down here at the bottom. And when they click get for free, they're then prompted to type in their information. So their name, their email address. Once they hit submit, then they'll be able to access the content. Okay. So this is one way that you can use a lead magnet. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this link and I'll drop it in the chat so you guys can see how that works as well on your side. Any questions? All right. Let's see. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and check Facebook really quick, see if there are any questions over here. Okay, and Sherilyn also answered not a lot of difference between JPEG and PNG. PNG is a better quality, as Ms. Clarette said, and you would use transparent backgrounds if you want to use it on a shirt or something else. Right, so if you want to put this on a physical product, then you would do the transparency. All right. You are welcome, Janice. Very welcome. So another way that you can do, so as I said, this was predominantly art, okay? And you can also do this with text GPTs as well. So let me go ahead and just show really quickly, see if I can find it. Oh, here we go. All right, so this is my Nature Psalms GPT. This particular GPT is predominantly text. It provides you with herb recipes for teas and tinctures and things like that. And the process would be the same. So please tell me who my target audience is. So it breaks it down: wellness advocates, spiritual practitioners, parents, beginners in herbalism. All right. And then the same thing, help me create a freebie for it. So you could say either freebie or lead magnet, or let's say number 3. So this particular freebie, I want to gear it towards parents. All right, great freebie. So freebie idea: 5 kid safe herbal remedies plus Psalms for everyday ailments. It gives you respiratory chest rub, calming chamomile tea, tummy soothing herbal syrup, and gentle boo boo balm. So these are recipes that you can actually make at home. So I'm going to ask it to please provide recipes and instructions for this. And what you can do from there is, once you have the whole recipe card and everything, you can then take it into, say, Canva or Google Doc and put it as a Word document. Then you can go ahead and utilize ArtGPT or this particular one to create your cover page for it. So an example of that, I'm going to go ahead and stop my share for one quick second because I want to pull it up for you guys and show you what that looks like. All right, so let's see if I can find it real quick. All right, so let me open my share. That is not the whole thing. React. Oh, here we go. All right, so I'm going to share my screen again and show you guys what that looks like. So with my Nature Psalms GPT, like I said, it's a predominantly text GPT, but I still want to be able to provide a freebie, provide some value to potential customers that want to purchase it or even know what to work with. Well, this particular freebie was a combination of GPTs together. So I utilized one GPT for the art, and then for the contents inside, I actually just went ahead and utilized the ingredients and the recipes that was provided as well. So whether you have an art GPT or a predominant text GPT, you can still use this method to assist you in creating a viable lead magnet or freebie for your customer base. Okay. Now, as you saw in the beginning, I asked the GPT who the target audience is. You don't necessarily have to utilize it from the GPT's perspective. You can tell the GPT who you want to talk to as well. So say, for instance, you have a particular group of creatives or whoever it is that you want to speak to, put that information into the GPT and then follow the remaining steps. This is who I want to speak to. Help me create a lead magnet or a freebie for this particular group of people. All right. And then you will follow the same basis. Okay. So let me go ahead and stop my share. Any questions? You can feel free to type them or hop on a mic.
Very informative.
Thank you. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying it's very informative.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was going to say so too. Like I knew how to do the freebie on weekends, but the whole part of coming up with one is what I needed. It's helpful.
Good. Yeah, I definitely wanted to share this quick little tidbit with you guys because like you said, Erica, a lot of times you might know how to do it and list it and all of that, but coming up with the concept can be a little challenging on how to approach it or even what to create. So as you saw, we did a mobile desktop, but you can also do a PDF like I did for the nature Psalms, right? So you could do a PDF that showcases exactly what it is your product can do. And on top of showcasing what your product is doing, you're also exchanging, that information to help build out your mailing list. All right. So that is my golden nugget that I wanted to share with you guys today. And I really hope it helps, as you expand in your marketing, as you grow with your business, and also how you want to communicate ultimately with your audience. All right. So it is actually 5 of. Really quick, let me drop the link for the GPT that we are using today. I know Chris was dropping it over here on Zoom. I'm going to go ahead and drop it in Facebook so you guys have it over there as well. Right. So that is now over in FB. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off in FB. So you guys, thank you so much for joining. Oh, wait a minute. I can't even sign off. Rosalind just put a bombshell question in. So what if you don't have an audience? Well, even if you don't have an audience, this is a great way to help build it. So either on your Beacon site or even on Facebook, you can drop it. So Rosalind, you're part of AI Fusion. So you can create a freebie from one of your products and drop it in AI Fusion Facebook group. And then if it's something that people obviously are attracted to, they want to click on and retain, what it is that you're offering, you can then start growing because, I'm sorry, you can then start growing your audience that way as well, because now what's happening is since they are interested, well, I'm sorry, one moment. Sorry about that. But even if you don't have an audience, if you have a platform, say for instance, even in DCT, right, you can go ahead and create a freebie that can attract people as well. If you are a member of LPA, same thing. Even on our Harmony Divine Design art page, same practice. So this is really a good way to start growing your audience and even start growing your email list ultimately. That's a great question. Chris?
I didn't think, excuse me, I didn't think that we were allowed to promote anything in DCT.
So So the thing about it is, it's not necessarily promoting, it's how you come about it. So you want to make sure that any freebie, any lead magnet, it's always adding some type of value, whether it be from the creative side or an informative side, right? So for instance, the freebie that I offered, the Nature Psalms one that I showed you guys, I put that in DCT. It wasn't the fact that I was selling anything. It wasn't the fact that I was trying to do an attention grab. I geared it towards individuals that actually likes teas. So, hey guys, if you like creating teas, here's a freebie for you. Now, once you open the freebie up, it has your store information and stuff like that in it, of course. But I'm not promoting it. I'm just saying, hey, if you're a tea lover like me, here's something that you could use, you know, and I think when you remove that salesy part away from it and put in that value, it creates a different narrative, right? So I'm not telling you buy from me. So just really quick, I'm going to pull that freebie up one more time so you can see exactly how um, I display it. Okay, so this is the freebie that people will receive. So 10 herbal remedies for everyday wellness. I have a disclaimer in here because, of course, I'm dealing with herbs. So you want to make sure you put a disclaimer in there advising people about it. And then it's simply content. Now, you pose a good point. I'm going to actually show you how I presented this. Okay. So let me see if I could pull my post up really quick. Because like you said, you don't want to be salesy, especially in a community. See if I can find it real quick. Oh goodness, I done wrote so much. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? All right, so I'm going to my profile, see if I can find it real quick for you guys. Because I did it for Nature Psalms and I also did it for what is it? I did it for around Christmas time as well. And it was basically giving, tea recipes that you could use for the holiday season. So it's not necessarily about the sales. It's literally making sure that you're creating something that provides value and can assist people um, during their thing. Good Lord, I write way too much. Kiki. Where are you? Okay, well, this isn't the Nature Psalms, but this is the post. So for the Christmas one. So let me go ahead and hit share. All right. And this is all it is. It's freebie alert, warm holiday sips, 10 Christmas teas. And it's just saying download. It's giving you an idea of what's exactly in here, why to download it. So it's free. And if you are a person that enjoys teas, this is for you. Right. And then I just added in the image of what it is. And then when they clicked on it, they just go to the freebie page. And that's it. Chris, you have a question?
Okay, I have one more question. I'm sorry.
Fine. You are fine.
Okay, so if you don't have a big audience or whatever, how do you, because, maybe other people in the room don't understand it, how do you get the people to go and grab the lead magnet? I know that advertising and stuff is like important and everything, But how would one go from creating a beautiful lead magnet like you did
Mhm.
and getting people to go and grab the lead magnet if you're not in a community or something like that? What would be the steps after creating the lead magnet?
Right. So if you're not in a community or anything like that, what you can do is you can put it on your social media platforms. So your Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok, are just to name a few. Another thing that you can do per your niche, say for instance, for me, beyond the creative side, I also deal with business. So I could create a freebie and put it on LinkedIn. Wherever you are communicating your products, wherever you are communicating what it is that you do, that's where you can put it. So it doesn't have, even though I use the community as an example, it doesn't have to necessarily stay within a community. It's wherever you are talking about your product.
So basically, like Pinterest, Instagram, and stuff like that. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. So for the people that like would not know how to do that, what we were doing, it would help them be able to go ahead. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it was in my brain the correct way. Thank you, ma'am.
You are good. You are good. And since we put it on our beacons page, a beacon is a link in bio page. So if you have that link on your social media, people that are interested can go ahead and click on it and receive the freebie that way as well.
Okay, one more question. Could you put a
Mm-hmm.
freebie on Etsy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I didn't know if maybe that would be another place that people could, go ahead and, do it that way. Okay.
Yep.
Only way you can put a freebie on Etsy if it's within also a product because you have
Right.
to sell something on Etsy. So if you say put up a GPT and you have other information or you want to give them something free or a free GPT with that one, you just put the link into your information. But you have to sell on Etsy. You can't just
Right.
put no payment at all.
Okay. That's okay. I was curious because I know when I sell things, I didn't never give anybody anything unless it was something inside of that. Okay. Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome. And like T said, including it into your product. So on your digital, on your PDF, say for instance, if you're selling a GPT or something like that, and you have a product package that you give with your customers, you can go ahead and create that freebie and put that link in that product packaging. Okay. So that way you're also, it's a dual thing. Everybody likes a bonus gift or some type of freebie to go with their product, you know, and this is a dual thing. So it's helping you build your audience and your base as well. Great
Since Etsy
questions,
doesn't,
you guys.
yeah, since Etsy doesn't let you give something away for free, what I would do is in your information, say, would you like such and such product free? Then send them to your Beacons page so you can still get their email because the Etsy won't give them your email. You know what I mean?
Yep, exactly. Exactly. That's a great point, Erica. Yep. All right. Anybody else? Any other questions?
I just want to say thank you for the wonderful Teaching Tuesday.
You are welcome. Okay, so we have one more question. How do you choose what your freebie is or will be? So it depends up, it's really up to you, right? So within the beginning um of this, we actually, you're fine. We actually asked our GPT, to provide us with a list of options that we can use for a lead magnet. And from those options, we chose which one we wanted to build out. So after you choose which one you wanted to build out, you build it. There you have your lead magnet. So I hope that helps. All right. Awesome. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, you guys. Well, I thank you so much for your time. I hope this definitely added value. and helped you guys be able to start creating those lead magnets and start building up your email marketing campaigns as well as your audience for your business as well. So with that, I actually have to hop off. I have something else I have to do, but I definitely thank you guys for sharing your time with me this afternoon. And it feels great to be teaching again. All right. Have a great one, you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Teaching Tuesday. Teaching Tuesday. Teaching Tuesday. Clarity, strategy, growth.